What's up, everybody? Jordan Stewart here from Vover. Thanks so much for tapping into the Vover original show. Just a reminder that if you want to drop your opinions about the episode or respond to the host and guests with your voice, go and download the Vover app wherever you get your apps. Vover, voice over everything. Enjoyed the show.
What's going on, Vover Pop? It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's time for another edition of Regular Thoughts with Regular Scott. I am your host, Regular Scott, and this week we are actually going to talk about some of my favorite, or in my opinion, some of the best origin movies in the MCU and DC movies as well, with Shang Chi coming out this weekend for worldwide global release for everyone. So I figured we'd take a look back at some of the past MCU movies and kind of give some predictions of where we think this one will land. So obviously you got to start at the beginning. The one that started it all, Iron Man. I still think it holds up really well today. It's still one of the best MCU movies, I think, of all time. Like I said, still holds up. Terrence Howard is fantastic. It's a shame he didn't get it to become Rhodey, and become War Machine. But Don Cheadle's been great, so it's fine. I still think that might be the best origin story in the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not an individual origin story, but it is a team origin story of how it came together and how they became a family. So I think that's up there. That's a great story. A lot of people like Captain America. It's not one of my favorites. It's not a bad movie by any means, but it's definitely not what I would consider one of the top 3 to 5 origin movies in the MCU, in my opinion. I think you would have to put obviously, like I said, Iron Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange has got to be up there. And I'll take Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that's a better movie than Captain America. I guess maybe it is top 5 because it is better than Thor. It is better than Ant-Man, but Ant-Man is underrated. Definitely has its moments. All right, I'll give it top 5. But Shang-Chi's definitely going to knock it out. I surely think Shang-Chi is going to be a top tier movie. It seems like it's going to be a big event type movie. We already know Wong's going to be there. Abomination's going to be there. It's going to be a big tournament, a lot of fighting, a lot of action. So, yeah, that's definitely going to knock Captain America out of my top 5. And if we go team-ups, you got to put the Avengers, the first one, in there. I think that's still a top-tier movie. And if we do an origin team-ups, it's definitely the origin of that team. You can throw Captain Marvel in there. I think they're kind of on par, but I'll take Captain Rogers because I like Chris Evans better than Brie Larson, but that's just a personal thing. And then if we go to the DC side, I think Batman Begins is a top tier origin movie. I know it's not set in the DC universe, but it is in the Nolan verse. So Batman Begins is fantastic. This is going to be a controversial pick. Either you love this movie or you hate it. Man of Steel, I think, is a fantastic origin movie. It's a different take. I know I'm probably going to lose some people on it. I might gain 1 but lose 5, but I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I like the conflict. I like the human side of him where he really is conflicted. He doesn't know what to do. So Man of Steel. Wonder Woman is really good. I don't think it's better than either of those, but it's definitely really good. Shazam, I definitely think it's top tier. It's one of the best family movies that you'll see, superhero-wise especially. And Shang Chi, I think is going to be another one. I think it's going to it's going to touch on family because he's obviously going back and getting in touch with his roots. So, yeah, I'm excited about this. And if we even go before the MCU and the DCU, we have Blade, which I think is fantastic. The first Spider-Man, still a really good movie. We can go Ninja Turtles. I think that's a really good origin movie, introductory movie. First time you see them, really enjoyed that. So those are other, superhero movies that are introducing characters and bringing different characters into the fold that are really good. X-Men. I think, for its time, the X-Men movies were really good. And then if you want, you could even say First Class is its own kind of, origin story as well, because it's the origin of the people who created the X-Men, Professor X and Magneto and why they're at head. So, there's definitely been some really good origin movies. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the Catwoman and the Daredevils of the world, even though some people really enjoy Daredevil. It's okay. It's not something I need to go out of my way and see again. But, there's been some top tier movies, like Spider-Man's top tier. I personally really enjoyed Andrew Garfield's take on it, and that introductory of it. So there's that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Say that 3 times fast. I'm not going to try. That still holds up. Just watch that. So, yeah, introductory movies and the origin stories are always a lot of fun, especially when it's not a flashback, because now you kind of set the stage how you want, and there can be surprises. You don't already know, okay, I know he's dead. I know she's going to live. I don't know how, but I know she doesn't have an arm and all that. And they got to shoehorn everything in. Now it's kind of, you can lay everything out. And from everything I'm hearing, it just really sounds like, or just reading all over Twitter, and there's all these rumors going around and stuff like that, but it just sounds like this is going to end up being a kind of big ensemble flick. Maybe not with big name characters, but just a whole host of different characters. So again, I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to see it this weekend. I don't know how I'm going to get away. I might have to just bring little man to Shang Chi. We might have to watch Paw Patrol at the house, and then we'll have to go to the movies and watch Shang Chi. And by the way, Paw Patrol, that just came out on Paramount Plus. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I actually like seeing Chase show a little fear and overcome that. It's really good. I actually enjoyed watching that. My son has watched it at least 5 times. I'm sure there's others who can say they've watched it at least 20 times, but 5 is more than enough for me. But that's all I got for this week. And I guess you could say that's a little bit of an origin story because it talks about Chase's origin as well. See, brought that back full circle. But now, for real, that's all I got for you this week. You can find me on Twitter at Marvel vs. DC. That's the number 4. You can also find me on the Vover app at Regular Scott. And as always, y'all have a good time because we're going to have a good time until we talk next time. Peace.
Vover.